are in Nairobi, and therefore the members of the National Assembly have taken issue with the Presidential Working Party on education reforms, accusing it of forming an implementation committee that has commenced work without Parliament's approval as per the law. Speaker Moses Wetang'ula directed the Majority Leader Kimani Ichungwa to follow up on the issue with the Education Cabinet Secretary Ezekiel Machogu and bring a comprehensive report to the House on Wednesday next week. Among the recommendations of the Presidential Working Party on education reforms is for the government to provide conditional grants for vocational training colleges, ring-fence the amount for the institutions, and for the Ministry of Education to provide a minimum essential package to facilitate operations of new public tertiary institutions.
Honorable Speaker, the recommendations that the Minister of Education review the grades for pre-service teachers jeopardize the mandate of the Teacher Service Commission as provided under Article 237(3) of the Constitution. Honorable Speaker, the Presidential Working Party on Education Reform has also recommended that the Minister of Education establishes a comprehensive school system where all levels of learning are managed as one institution, contrary to Part 2(9) of the 4th schedule of the Constitution.
The work of a member of parliament, one of the cardinal roles of a member of parliament is legislation. We don't expect any other person who has not been elected by anyone, Mr. Speaker, to make law. That is in contravention of the Constitution, Mr. Speaker. Article 95 is very clear, Mr. Speaker, that there is no person who can make any law or who can pronounce himself on anything that has a force of law except this House, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I see the member of Milemba.
It is important that we now look at Article 95 critically. It is true nothing should assume the force of law except as passed by this House. But additionally, this House is also required under that article to deliberate and resolve issues of interest to Kenyans. This has become an issue of interest to Kenyans.
Youth in the Intergovernmental Authority on Development, IGAD,